going on, my fellow gamers, and welcome to today's video. Today we are on episode 2 of the Farm Wars tutorials. We will be taking a look at bamboo farms. Now, if you have not seen the Farm Wars series, I suggest going and checking it out. That way you can decide which farm is right for you. Right now we have two designs that pretty much mimic each other. The first one works better on Java than it does on Bedrock due to items getting sucked through mud into hoppers on Bedrock not really wanting to cooperate. So I'm going to build one. The only difference would be is on Bedrock you would want to use the hopper minecart as your collection system. Fairly straightforward. You're just going to put two hoppers in front with the chests and then run your rails on top with redstone torches underneath. Now, the items you're going to need for this farm are 16 glass, a light source of your choice, 16 building blocks, 16 slabs to cover the top of the farm to stop the bamboo from growing, 8 observers, 8 pistons, 8 hoppers, 8 mud, and 8 redstone dust. Now, please note that this farm can be expanded forwards and backwards, but you will need an additional observer, piston, and redstone dust plus building block for every cell you want to take it out. We are also going to need 2 chests for our collection. Technically 4 chests the way this one's set up. So I'm going to start out by placing down a chest there, there, and there. From there I'm going to hook 4 hoppers into each other and into that chest. Just like so. Then we're going to jump on top of the hoppers and we are going to place our mud on top of those hoppers. Jump on top of your mud, grab your building blocks, and wrap that mud in your building block. Leave the front side open for right now. Come around to the back, do the same thing. Perfect. Now we're going to place an additional building block along the mud on that side. What I like to do is run glass right there. And then we're going to come over here and place in our pistons just like that. Drop back in and place 4 more pistons just like that. Jump up, jump up. And then behind our pistons we are going to put solid blocks. Do this on both sides. Just like so. Redstone dust. And then observers facing into the farm. We want the observer face right here looking into the farm. We want the little red dot facing away from the farm. So we'll get all those placed in. Same thing on both sides. And now while we're up here, we'll go ahead and put our half slabs on top just to stop the bamboo from growing up. Put in our glass, and then what I do is I put sea lanterns right there at the corners just to give it light. Okay, and then we need actual bamboo to plant just like that. Now we're going to fill this right here with some glass. Come around to the side, hit the side of that observer. Then we can get our last 2 glass in. Alright. And there you have it. This design mimics that design. Again, the only difference is the collection system underneath. Now we're going to go ahead and head over this way to one that I have designed that is a little less efficient but costs less material as far as iron and raw quartz go. Let me go ahead and clear my inventory. Now, this design actually mimics my sugarcane farm. The only difference is the observer is no longer watching the bamboo because it will not detect the bamboo growing. This one is ran off of a etho hopper clock. So a majority of your cost will come from a single clock. Now, this farm can be expanded on top of itself. You could run it down to bedrock. You could run it behind itself or in front of itself. All off of a single clock. As long as the redstone signal does not exceed 15 in length. At which point you would need to place a repeater somewhere in your tower or however you have it set up. But for right now, we are simply going to go over how to make a single 8-celled farm. For a single 8-celled, you're going to need a repeater, a sticky piston, 8 slime blocks, 8 jack-o'-lanterns as your light source, about a stack of glass, single hopper, double chest, 20 non-stickable blocks, 8 blocks to place your bamboo on, 8 actual bamboo, 3 building blocks, 2 slabs, and the components down here are for the actual hopper clock. We'll come back for those here very shortly. So we're going to start out by laying out 8 blocks for our bamboo. We're going to skip this block, put a temporary block there, temporary block there. We are then going to place our sticky piston on top and run our 8 slime blocks down this line. We can break that block, we can break that block. Go ahead and run your leaves down underneath. Get your temporary block. Go ahead and come up top, place a temporary block right there. And run your jack-o'-lanterns just in front of your slime blocks. Now, I usually put a temporary block there so I can flip that jack-o'-lantern around so I don't have to see its face. We will break that. Now we're going to break this block, and this block. Go ahead and put in a double chest, a hopper, piece of glass on top, come one diagonal, same thing right there. We are also going to need a water bucket. That is my apologies. We are going to put our water bucket right there, and as you can tell, that water stream will flow over to that hopper, and that is now our collection point. You can go ahead while you're standing in here and put up that third row of glass. Now, anywhere that there is exposed slime, or slime will go to, you want to put a non-stickable block. So we want one there and there on either side, and then we can finish closing that in with glass. Now, don't do what I did and forget to plant your bamboo, because that defies the entire point of the farm. So now what we're going to do is we are going to clear our inventory. And we are going to grab the remaining materials for the etho hopper clock. And I accidentally cleared out too much. This is where you will need your 3 building blocks and your 2 slabs. Now, the 3 1/4 stacks of items are what will be powering your hopper clock. That is a set time to allow bamboo to grow. So we're going to put a temporary block there, a block there, remove that block, put a temporary block right there, put 1 slab right there, and then we're going to backtrack that slab. I lied. We're putting a slab there, temporary block, slab, break, and slab. That was my fault. And I got rid of our repeater. We're going to put our repeater right there, set that to where that matchstick comes back by 1, so it is on 2 ticks. Redstone dust, redstone dust, redstone dust. I'm not for sure why I do not have an observer, but we do need 1 observer. Right there. Then we're going to place a redstone block right there. Crouch place the piston right there. Skip a block right here. And a piston right there. We're going to jump, crouch place a hopper, looking down, remove that hopper, and put a hopper back in. Put a comparator behind the hopper. Comparator behind the hopper. Solid block, redstone dust, and redstone dust. And that is your Etho hopper clock now done. Now, the reason we have the observer on the Etho hopper clock, if we did not have that observer, this redstone block would simply power this redstone line, pushing this piston out and leaving it out until the redstone block moved away from that redstone line. By having the observer, when the redstone gets pushed over, it allows the clock to do what the clock needs to do, but it only sends a 1 tick pulse through the redstone line, allowing the pistons to go out and then come back immediately. So we are going to load our 3 1/4 stacks in. If you wish to see the final results for each farm, please check out the Farm Wars Bamboo video. Now, if you found anything in this video to be helpful, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. If you wish to discuss more about Minecraft, Minecraft farms, Minecraft Redstone, or any other game in general, feel free to join our Discord. I will leave a link in the description. It's a place where you can come and connect with other gamers such as yourself. But hope to see you guys in the next one, and goodbye for now.